good trouble.
Yeah, you really do. No, why would you?
Nothing beats the excitement of an unexpected event, and when it happens on live TV, it becomes a legendary moment in entertainment history. From the classic days of The Tonight Show to the modern extravaganza of The Ellen DeGeneres Show, daytime talk shows have gifted us with some truly jaw-dropping and unforgettable moments in television.
Don't eat this. This is a hot towel. It's not a sushi roll. But it's a drool! A queen beats Jack!
These shows have captivated audiences around the world, leaving us in awe at the shocking acts of our favorite celebrities, from outrageously funny to heartwarmingly touching.
You got the shot. Well, she started to talk behind me to Mike Nichols, and I was like, shut up! Shut up!
Join us as we take a trip down memory lane and revisit some of the most iconic moments when our beloved stars made their mark on live TV. Raquel Welch. Raquel Welch wasn't just a pretty face, she was the iconic bombshell of the 1960s and 70s and a pioneer in the world of television and film. But before we explore the significant milestones of this legendary actress in the entertainment industry, take a look at this.
I can wash out 44 pairs of socks and have them hanging out on the line. I can rub and scrub this house till it's shining just like a dime.
Welch has been an advocate for fitness and wellness throughout her career. Sharing her yoga skills was a way to express her passion and inspire others. But as she tried to show different facets of her life, fans and critics were quick to put her in a box. Can't a woman be both stunning and multidimensional? Apparently not in the eyes of some. Yes, she's known for her undeniable beauty and sex appeal, with her gorgeous curves, sultry gaze, and flowing locks. And who can forget that iconic fur bikini in 1 million years BC? It's forever etched in pop culture history, solidifying her status as a bona fide goddess. But she's so much more than that. Raquel Welch was a pioneer in an era dominated by male-centric Hollywood.
It's dangerous to leave this about with children in the house.
She was one of the first actresses to take control of her career, refusing to be typecast and actively seeking out diverse roles that showcased her range as a performer. In an era when women were often relegated to supporting roles or love interests, Welch demanded to be seen as a multifaceted talent.
No, we have to get those children.
With more to offer than just her looks. Whether she was playing a fierce cave woman surviving in prehistoric times or a cunning spy outsmarting her adversaries, she brought a sense of empowerment to her characters that connected with audiences. In addition to her acting prowess, Raquel Welch was a fashion icon. Her signature style, characterized by form-fitting dresses, plunging necklines, and glamorous accessories, set trends and inspired countless imitators. She effortlessly embodied the epitome of 1960s and 70s glamour, leaving a lasting impact on the fashion world.
Look, you. Romero can call himself anything he wants.
Beyond her on-screen and fashion achievements, Welch was also a successful businesswoman. She ventured into fitness, creating a series of highly popular training videos that drew on her reputation as a fitness devotee and health advocate. Her influence in promoting health and well-being spanned decades, establishing her as a role model for women who want to live active and empowered lives. In pop culture, Raquel Welch remains an enduring symbol of beauty, strength, and resilience. Her impact on the industry paved the way for future generations of actresses to challenge stereotypes, embrace their individuality, and command their own narratives. With her timeless beauty and unwavering determination, she continues to captivate audiences and inspire admiration from fans old and new, and she never shies away from showing off her talent on live TV. But just when you thought you've seen it all, this next live event will leave you absolutely shocked. Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is a force to be reckoned with in the world of daytime television. With her larger-than-life personality and unapologetic attitude, she has made a name for herself as one of the most outspoken and controversial talk show hosts in the industry. Wendy Williams, the queen of talk show entertainment, found herself in a rather embarrassing situation during one of her episodes. As she delved into the juicy details about Odell Beckham Jr., she suddenly shifted in her seat and then, out of nowhere, a long and unmistakable sound echoed through the studio.
That cop wasn't playing that. I mean, you're lucky you only got battery.
The look on her face said it all. She was caught red-handed, or should we say, red-cheeked. But the drama didn't end there. Once the clip made its rounds on social media, Wendy attempted to do some damage control. She adamantly denied that it was a fart, claiming that she simply leaned over because it was comfortable, not because she was passing gas. She even went as far as to blame her guest, a chemist who was on the show that day.
What is this, latex, leather, rubber? What are we doing here?
According to Wendy, he was apparently causing havoc with the pipes and equipment backstage, resulting in the unfortunate sound. Known for her no-holds-barred approach to celebrity gossip and hot topics, Wendy has become a household name, attracting both devoted fans and fervent critics. One of Wendy's most notable qualities is her willingness to speak her mind, often at the expense of others. She has never shied away from controversial topics or difficult conversations, earning her a reputation as a daring agitator. Wendy's personal life has also been the subject of much speculation and scrutiny. Her marriage to Kevin Hunter, which lasted over 2 decades, was often plagued by rumors of infidelity and turmoil. In 2019, Wendy filed for divorce, marking the end of a tumultuous chapter in her life. Despite the challenges she has faced, Wendy has remained resilient and unapologetically herself. Her openness in sharing her own struggles with addiction and health issues has won her many fans, making her a relatable figure for those dealing with their own personal battles. In recent years, Wendy's health has been a topic of concern for her fans. She has been open about her struggles with Graves' disease and has taken extended breaks from her show to focus on her well-being. Through it all, she has continued to be a source of inspiration for those facing similar health challenges. Janis Joplin, the wild child of rock and roll, is known for her raw talent and unapologetic attitude. Janis was never one to hold back. Her interviews were as unpredictable as her performances, and she never failed to keep her audience on their toes.
Like a ball and shady.
She was a natural, never shy in front of the camera or the public eye. Another thing you could always count on with Janis was her unabashed honesty. She didn't believe in sugarcoating anything, and that included her thoughts on the music industry, society, and just about anything else you could think of. If she had an opinion, you can bet she was going to share it. But it wasn't just her words. Janis had a way of commanding attention without even trying, and her infectious energy could light up any room.
Listen, nobody rocks over there. They're all so cerebral. They're really cerebral.
Whether she was cracking jokes, sharing personal anecdotes, or just letting loose with that unmistakable laugh of hers, Janis had a knack for keeping things interesting. Janis emerged on the music scene in the 1960s, a time when the world was ripe for a shake-up. With her wild hair, free-spirited fashion sense, and a voice that could shatter glass, she quickly became the queen of rock and roll rebellion.
People tell me what love, honey, what love is love.
But it wasn't just her extravagant persona that made her significant in the industry. No, Janis Joplin was a legend in every sense of the word. First and foremost, let's talk about that voice. Janis didn't just sing, she poured her heart and soul into every note, leaving audiences spellbound and emotionally drained in the best possible way. Her distinctive rasp and gut-wrenching delivery set her apart from her contemporaries and cemented her status as a true original. At a time when the music industry was largely dominated by men, Janis fearlessly carved out her own space, proving that women could rock just as hard, if not harder, than their male counterparts. She shattered stereotypes and paved the way for generations of female artists to come. Her influence can be heard in the work of countless artists who followed in her footsteps, from Stevie Nicks to Melissa Etheridge to Pink. Tragically, Janis's time in the spotlight was cut short when she passed away at the young age of 27. Looking back, Janis Joplin's final performance was a bittersweet symphony of her life. This quote perfectly captures the essence of her existence, a wild spirit combined with a vulnerable, soulful core. While she departed this world too soon, she left behind an unforgettable legacy that will live on in music history. Aretha Franklin. In a legendary interview with the Wall Street Journal back in 2014, the Queen of Soul herself, Aretha Franklin, left the world buzzing with her one-word reactions to various singers in the music industry. As she promoted her latest album, fans and critics eagerly awaited her thoughts on some of the biggest names in the business. Despite her extravagant diva reputation, Franklin surprised everyone with her glowing praise for artists such as Adele, Alicia Keys, and Taylor Swift. However, when it came to the mention of Nicki Minaj, Franklin took a surprising turn.
Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj, No, I'm gonna pass on that one.
The moment sparked widespread speculation. Did Franklin intend to throw shade at Minaj, or was it simply a case of not being familiar with her work? The world may never know for sure, but what we do know is that this iconic moment has gone down in music history. Aretha Franklin's career lasted over 6 decades, during which she released numerous hit songs and albums. Her iconic hits such as Respect, Natural Woman, and Think have become anthems for empowerment and strength. With her powerful voice and soulful delivery, Franklin captivated audiences around the world and left a permanent mark on the music industry. Aside from her incredible vocal talent, Franklin was also a pioneer in the fight for civil rights. She used her platform to advocate for equality and justice, and her music became a rallying cry for the civil rights movement. Franklin's impact on both music and society is immeasurable, and her legacy continues to inspire generations of artists and activists. Throughout her career, Franklin garnered numerous accolades and honors, including 18 Grammy Awards and the title of the first female artist to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Her influence extended beyond the music industry as she became a cultural icon and an inspiration to aspiring artists everywhere. Adrienne Barbeau. Adrienne Barbeau rose to prominence in the 1970s, a time when disco was king and bell-bottoms were in fashion. With her striking looks and undeniable charisma, she quickly became a household name. Her rise to fame was as fast as her performances were memorable. One of her most significant roles was in the hit TV show Maude, where she played Carol, the daughter of the titular character.
Carol, I insist. Mrs. Findlay, call me Maud. Mrs. Findlay.
Her portrayal of a strong, independent woman connected with audiences and solidified her status as a feminist icon. It was a role that showcased her range as an actress and set the stage for her future success. She became a household name with her role as Carol Traynor on the hit sitcom Maude, where she held her own alongside the legendary B. Arthur. From there, she went on to star in a string of cult classic horror films, including The Fog and Swamp Thing, solidifying her status as a scream queen extraordinaire. But it wasn't all smooth sailing for Adrienne. Like many women in Hollywood, she faced her fair share of challenges. The industry can be notoriously tough on actresses, especially those who refuse to be typecast or boxed in. But Adrienne Barbeau was never one to back down from a challenge. She continued to take on diverse and complex roles, proving time and time again that she was more than just a pretty face. Barbeau is also a prolific author, having penned several books including the best-selling memoir, There Are Worse Things I Could Do. In it, she shares candid and often hilarious anecdotes from her life in show business, giving readers a behind-the-scenes look at the glitz, the glamour, and the occasional awful special effects. In addition to her impressive body of work, Barbeau is also known for her unwavering advocacy for women's rights and LGBTQ+ rights. She's used her platform to speak out on issues that are near and dear to her heart, proving that she's not just a talented performer, she's a force for positive change in the world. Throughout her career, Adrienne Barbeau has continued to defy expectations and push boundaries. She's proven that age is just a number and that talent is timeless. Whether she's starring in a Broadway production or stealing scenes in a blockbuster film, she always brings her A-game. Elvira. Elvira, the iconic Mistress of the Dark, is a woman who has never been shy about her appearance, especially when it comes to live TV and interviews. With her signature raven black hair, low neckline, and dark sense of fashion, Elvira has always embraced her unique look and used it to her advantage in the entertainment industry. When it comes to live TV appearances, Elvira has always been a pro at commanding attention. Whether she's hosting a horror movie marathon or making an appearance on a talk show, Elvira's confidence and charisma always shine through. She's never been one to shy away from showing off her curves or flaunting her cleavage, and she's certainly not afraid to push the boundaries of what's considered appropriate for television. In fact, she's made a career out of it. One of Elvira's most famous live TV moments was her appearance on The Tonight Show starring Joan Rivers in 1984.
You are, without a doubt, and I've watched you on television.
Dressed in her trademark black gown and towering beehive wig, Elvira captivated the audience with her quick wit and irreverent sense of humor. Joan herself seemed taken aback by her boldness, but she couldn't deny her magnetic presence. Elvira's appearance on the show was a hit, and it solidified her status as a pop culture icon. Of course, Elvira's confidence hasn't always been met with universal praise. Over the years, she's faced criticism from some who argue that her persona perpetuates negative stereotypes about women and their bodies. But Elvira has always been quick to defend herself, pointing out that she's in on the joke and that her character is a celebration of female empowerment, not a reinforcement of outdated ideals. Over the years, Elvira has become a pop culture phenomenon, appearing in comic books, video games, and even her own line of merchandise. But perhaps Elvira's most enduring legacy is her impact on the horror genre itself. Horror fans are no longer limited to dark tunnels and shadowy theaters. Because of Elvira, horror has evolved into a pleasant and welcoming community where everyone is allowed to celebrate their passion for horror. Justin Timberlake. In a dramatic turn of events during a press conference for the movie Friends with Benefits in Moscow, Justin Timberlake found himself facing an unexpected question from a Russian reporter. The daring journalist boldly inquired why the renowned musician had chosen to pursue acting in movies as his primary career, rather than focusing solely on his musical talents. As the room fell silent, all eyes turned to Justin for his response. However, before he could even gather his thoughts, his quick-witted co-star, Mila Kunis, who just so happens to be fluent in Russian, swooped in to save the day. With grace and charm, she stepped forward to defend her friend and colleague, skillfully diffusing the tension with her linguistic prowess. Justin Timberlake is a man of many talents. He's a singer, songwriter, actor, and record producer. He first rose to fame as one of the lead singers of the boy band NSYNC, where he charmed audiences with his baby-face good looks and smooth dance moves. After NSYNC went on break in 2002, Timberlake embarked on a solo career that would solidify his status as a pop music icon. His debut solo album, Justified, was released in 2002 and featured hits like Cry Me a River and Rock Your Body. The album showcased Timberlake's R&B influences and set the stage for his transition from teen heartthrob to a mature, respected artist.
That was P, man. His peripheral vision with that whole thing, I learned a lot. I learned so much from.
But Timberlake's talents don't stop at music. He's also made a name for himself in the world of acting, from his early days on the Disney Channel's The Mickey Mouse Club to his scene-stealing performances in films like The Social Network and Friends with Benefits. Timberlake has proven that he's more than just a pretty face with killer dance moves. In addition to his musical and acting pursuits, Timberlake has also dabbled in the world of business. He co-founded the record label Tenman Records and has invested in several successful restaurants, including the Southern hospitality-themed eatery Southern Hospitality. Of course, Timberlake hasn't been without his controversies. Who can forget the infamous wardrobe malfunction incident at the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show with Janet Jackson? The incident sparked a national conversation about censorship and led to a wave of FCC fines and regulations. Despite the occasional misstep, Timberlake remains a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. His catchy tunes, charismatic personality, and undeniable talent have cemented his status as a pop culture icon. Lindsay Lohan. In a memorable episode of The David Letterman Show, the audience witnessed a cringe-worthy interview with the one and only Lindsay Lohan. The actress, who was already making headlines for her personal and legal troubles, found herself in the hot seat as Letterman fired off a series of questions that left her visibly uncomfortable. It was clear from the start that Lohan was not prepared for the grilling she was about to receive. As she sat across from the veteran talk show host, her body language revealed her anxiety as she braced herself for what was to come. Letterman, known for his no-holds-barred interviewing style, wasted no time diving into the sensitive topics that were bothering Lohan at the time. From her struggles with substance abuse to her legal woes, no stone was left unturned as Letterman pressed Lohan for answers.
You have to be in rehab May 2nd. Are you going to be there?
As the interview continued, it became increasingly apparent that Lohan was not finding the humor in Letterman's questioning. Her forced smiles and awkward laughter showed her discomfort, and it was clear that she was counting down the minutes until she could escape the spotlight. From child star to teen queen to troubled adult, Lohan's journey through the spotlight has been nothing short of a wild ride. She made her acting debut at the tender age of 11 in the Disney remake of The Parent Trap, and from there, it seemed like the world was her playground. With her signature red hair and freckles, she quickly became a darling of Hollywood and a favorite among teen audiences. But as we all know, fame at a young age can come with its own set of challenges. Lohan's transition from child star to adult actress was marred by a series of personal struggles, including run-ins with the law, stints in rehab, and a seemingly endless cycle of public meltdowns. It's safe to say that her journey through the limelight has been anything but smooth sailing. Despite her personal troubles, Lohan has managed to leave an indelible mark on popular culture. Her roles in films like Mean Girls, Freaky Friday, and Herbie Fully Loaded have solidified her status as a pop culture icon. And let's not forget her debut album Speak, which spawned the hit single Rumors. In recent years, Lohan has taken a step back from the public eye, opting for a more low-key lifestyle.
Sometimes you have to stop. Guys! So I disappeared.
She's dabbled in fashion, launched her own nightclub in Greece, and even tried her hand at reality TV with the short-lived series Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club. It appears she has finally found some quiet away from the paparazzi and the unforgiving nature of the spotlight. Emily Blunt. Let's revisit the time Emily Blunt appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres Show in 2015. It was a classic case of Ellen being more interested in giving her guests a good scare than having a regular chat. Emily Blunt, the charming British actress, had just become an American citizen, and Ellen, being Ellen, decided to celebrate in the most unconventional way possible. She made Emily dress up as the Statue of Liberty for the entire studio audience. But wait, it gets even better. Just when Emily thought she had survived the patriotic performance, something unexpected happened. It was a moment that had everyone in stitches, and a reminder that when you're on Ellen's show, anything can happen.
Now, you have to learn a whole lot of things to become a citizen.
I know more about the Constitution and government than most Americans.
Emily Blunt is a British-American actress who has captivated audiences with her charm, talent, and wit. Blunt's career began to gain momentum in the early 2000s with standout roles in films such as The Devil Wears Prada and The Young Victoria. Her ability to seamlessly transition between drama and comedy quickly made her a sought-after talent in Hollywood. One of Blunt's most iconic roles came in the 2014 film Edge of Tomorrow, where she showcased her action prowess alongside Tom Cruise. Her performance as the tough-as-nails soldier, Rita Vrataski, earned her widespread acclaim and solidified her status as a leading lady in the industry. In addition to her impressive film career, Blunt has also made a splash on the small screen. Her role in the television film Gideon's Daughter earned her a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress, showcasing her ability to command attention in any medium. Blunt's talents extend beyond acting, as she has also proven herself to be a capable singer. Her role in the 2014 film adaptation of Into the Woods allowed her to showcase her vocal abilities, further demonstrating her range as a performer. Off-screen, Blunt is known for her quick wit and infectious sense of humor. Her interviews and public appearances are often filled with quick jokes and sharp observations, connecting her to fans and colleagues alike. Blunt's impact on the entertainment industry goes beyond her impressive body of work. She has used her platform to advocate for important causes, including women's rights and environmental conservation. Her commitment to using her voice for positive change serves as an inspiration to many. Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston made an unexpected appearance on the set of Jimmy Kimmel Live and left a trail of destruction. It all started innocently enough, with Aniston joining Kimmel for what was supposed to be a light-hearted interview. However, things quickly became chaotic. Kimmel, surrounded by debris, could only marvel at the wreckage. While the chaos may have left the production crew scrambling to restore order, there's no denying that Aniston's unexpected visit injected a much-needed dose of spontaneity and laughter into the show. As for Kimmel, it's safe to say that he'll be keeping a closer eye on his set from now on, in case Aniston decides to pay another mischievous visit. Jennifer Aniston, the one and only Rachel Green from the iconic TV show Friends. Career took off in 1994 in the iconic sitcom Friends. Her role of the lovable, fashion-forward character made her a household name and earned her numerous awards and nominations. And let's not forget the Rachel haircut that became a phenomenon in the 90s. After Friends ended, Aniston continued to make a name for herself in Hollywood, with roles in movies such as The Breakup, Marley and Me, and Horrible Bosses. She's proven herself to be not just a talented comedic actress, but also a versatile performer who can tackle dramatic roles with ease. Aside from her acting chops, Aniston is also known for her impeccable sense of style and timeless beauty. Have you seen her on the red carpet? She's like a fine wine, she just keeps getting better with age. In addition to her successful acting career, Aniston has also tried her hands on producing, with credits on projects like Dumplin' and The Morning Show. It seems like there's nothing this woman can't do. But let's not forget about Aniston's personal life. Her high-profile relationships and marriages have always been a hot topic in the tabloids. From her marriage to Brad Pitt to her divorce from Justin Theroux, it seems like everyone has an opinion on Aniston's love life. But despite the scrutiny that comes with being a Hollywood star, Aniston has always managed to keep it real. She's known for her down-to-earth personality and quick wit, which has won her many fans all over the world. There was also another shocking turn of events on The Late Show, when host David Letterman took an unexpected detour during his interview with Jennifer Aniston. In a bizarre and uncomfortable moment, Letterman leaned in towards Aniston and pretended to suck on her hair. The Friends star was visibly uncomfortable, and the awkward encounter did not go unnoticed by fans and viewers alike. These moments remind us why we love live television. You never know what might happen next. Whether it's a jaw-dropping performance or an unexpected mishap, these iconic moments will continue to be talked about for years to come. So here's to the stars who have graced our screens with their unforgettable performances, and here's to many more iconic moments to come.